Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
What's up, everyone? Welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. As always, your boy Dan Hafner here, joining you this morning. It is Wednesday, December 12th is today, and going to do a little bit different of a format going forward here with the Run Your Day podcast. If you listened to yesterday's episode, if you notice what wasn't said, was I don't really have a theme of this week. To tell you the truth, I really didn't have time to come up with a theme and come up with all the different episodes for the week with everything I was doing out in California for the weekend. But I think that it might be a little bit more beneficial to maybe start restructuring a little bit of the way that I do this. And honestly, just kind of talking from my heart instead of just having more of a structured approach and, talking about different things every day moving forward. So I'm going to start doing that. And if you want me to go back to the old format or you like the way it was structured before, as always, feel free to send me a message directly through the Anchor app. You can just open up the Run Your Day podcast and click send a message, and that will send a message directly to me. Or you can always reach out to me on the Run Your Day Facebook page. You can also look me up and add me on Facebook. My name is Daniel Hafner, or I think I'm on there as Dan Hafner. You can find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it is. I'd love to connect with you and get any kind of feedback or any kind of information that you think might make the show better, or any different formats you'd like to maybe have me try out. So today, I want to talk about this concept of growing your network. As I have grown over the past couple of years, I have definitely grown my network and surrounded myself with more people that are doing a whole different slew of things. And the direct correlation that I've noticed as that has happened has been, one, my mindset change, and two, my potential change, right? Like the potential for me to do different things, start this podcast, build an app, like do a whole bunch of different things because of the simple fact of just colliding with different people over different issues, right? If you're always in the same environment, you're never going to be exposed to new ideas. If you always talk to the same people, whether they're positive or negative influences in your life, you're always going to be filled with the same type of ideas. If you're never surrounding yourself with people that want to grow, want to learn, want to be better, you yourself are more likely to not want to grow and learn and be better. It's just natural human nature. And I've noticed this. I've been in places where I've been surrounded by, people that were really just there to be there or just happy to be there. And then I've been around places where people were actually hungry for more and wanting to grow and willing to push themselves and willing to push the person next to them and hold each other accountable. And I'll give you one guess at which environment helped me grow more. I mean, clearly the one where you're thrown into the fire and you're thrown into the, let's push and let's grow together and let's do things and like build shit. And like that is an environment in which like you will grow your network and yourself so much faster than if you just settled for where you are and who you're around. And this can be tough, right? As you grow, as you change, as you evolve in your life, you're always going to be, if you're that type of person like me that's always trying to grow, always trying to do different things, there comes a point in your life where you have to like basically be willing to let go of negative influences in your life, whether that's addictions, habits, or even people. If you're surrounded by someone with negative energy or has a negative influence on you and you recognize that, it takes serious courage to let that person go. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut all ties or destroy friendships or family relationships or anything like that, but the more you grow, the more you realize that you have influence over what people say to you. I know it doesn't sound like that is true because people can say anything to you, right? But you can choose how to take stuff. You can choose how to interpret. You can choose and filter what kind of information and how you perceive that information to what people tell you. You know, when I started doing all this kind of stuff, I had people that were very, very close to me, that would tell me that I was doing something that didn't make sense or was dumb or just was like a silly hobby or like whatever. And to be willing to filter that out and not hold that against them and be like, okay, I hear you, but I'm not going to allow that to influence me. And I'm not going to let that beat me down mentally. It's tough. It's really tough. But the more you can filter that out, the better chance you have of growing your network and getting around people that are like-minded like you, that are willing to, call you out on things, willing to tell you like, hey man, like that's a good idea. You should go for that. Or, hey man, like that's not a great idea. Why are you doing that this way? You should probably try this. And the just value of that is just priceless. It's priceless because if you go at stuff alone forever, like I did this, I would go alone and just try to do things that I thought were good for me and just better for me. And I never got anywhere because I never had anyone to tell me like, hey, yeah, what you're doing is kind of dumb. You should probably change, and it's hard to have people in your life like that, but it's necessary. There's this continuum of things that it's just it's hard either any way you look at it. But in the end, it's so much better if you grow your network and grow your potential. And it feeds on itself. You learn and you start to grow those people's networks and you just get networked with other people. And I'm not saying like there's no specific way to do this. Like you don't have to go out to every happy hour. You don't have to like go do other things. Like you just have to be involved. Be involved online. Join different Facebook groups. Join different tweet at people or Instagram or whatever it might be. I mean, even though it is online, it is something, right? It's a different way to engage. It's a different way to meet people. And there's always degrees of separation that they can introduce you to someone that you might not have known otherwise or been ever involved in the universe at all with. There's only several degrees of separation between all of us in some capacity. So work on growing your network today. Like, what can you do today to network with someone, to just ask someone for advice that you haven't, to just try to surround yourself with at least one person that is going to help you get where you need to go or where you want to go. So that's my challenge for you today. Try to find at least one person, whether it's in person or online, where you work, in your family, your friend circle, whatever it might be. Find one person that is going to help you grow your network and reach out to them. You can reach out to me through the Run Your Day Facebook page or message me directly through the Anchor app. I'm always here as well. So that's going to wrap up today's show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to have a little more of a freestyle structure here moving forward. But I hope you got some value out of today's show. As always, check out the Run Your Day Facebook page. Feel free to message me, post on the page, whatever you got to do. And I will come at you tomorrow with another episode. As always, thank you all for joining. Dan Hafner here, signing off. Make it a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.